will shorten the 8 bouquets, just in interest of the time. Okay, then the other there. Just get used to that. Always, before you start, you do this whole sequence of warm-up. The other direction. So from your joint, from the ankle, knees, and waist, and the neck, right? That's your whole body. Then knee. Remember, let your weight of your body on here, and then goes here, not to your joint. Less to your joint. Then you do the clockwise. Counterclockwise. Then waist. So same thing, bend halfway, like a scoop. People like ice cream, right? So remember that. So scoop. You will never scoop ice cream like this, right? So you scoop always like this, right? So that's scoop. And see the cloud hands? It's scoop. The other direction. Go this way. Okay, now bend as much as possible gradually. Don't hurt yourself, but stretch. Everyone's limit is different, so do your own. Don't compare with others. If you stretch, that's your practice, your limit. And then, if you do it every day, then you can improve the stretch, the degree. Okay, then your neck. Same thing. Your shoulder can move along, not just your neck. The other direction. Okay. Tai Chi bunny. You see, they're very relaxed. And then if you see the slow motion, their palm just go like this. They're not just like that. Even tiger. You see the commercial? See tiger? See, that goes. Right? So it's very, very smooth. Although this looks strong. So we want to mimic that. So that's a walk on thin ice. And in fact, there's a principle that walk like a cat. See, you try to don't make a noise. If you see, that's not right. So you walk slowly like you want to sneak in to get mice, right? So same thing. And like I said, so a lot of things this principle says, talking about same thing from different angle. Walk on thin ice. Walk like a cat. Same thing, right? Okay. So we do this. So turn to the left and turn right. So arm turning by your waist. This is the element. Tai Chi. You notice, right? Last class we have several movements, but it's all based on waist turning and waist shifting. So that's the building block for Tai Chi. So if you can get this right, then it's a lot easier to do the rest. Okay. Find the flat and the 8 bouquets. Push up to the sky. Gradually just extend. So this open up your whole front body, and we say it regulates your internal organs. Okay, so this is exhale and then inhale. Because you push up the sky. Although I say push, don't use force. So this is exhale. Gradually, don't have intention to push things away. Now relax. Inhale. Then start. Gradually push. So exhale, then in. Thin, long, relax, and smooth. And X. Then in. Now, next. So that's X. Then relax, in. Left. X. Relax, in. Turn right. Breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Left. Breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Close your mouth. Use your nose only. And up. Same thing. Let's breathe out. And relax. Breathe in. Then bend your wrist first. And then breathe out by extending. Then drop. Relax. Breathe in. Very naturally. Then bend. Then push straight. Breathe out. Then drop. Breathe in. Bend your wrist. Extend. Breathe out. Then relax. Breathe in. Make it a little wider than your shoulder width. Left. Next. Breathe out. Relax. Sink your elbow to breathe in. Extend your right to breathe out. Sink your elbows to breathe in. Extend your left. Breathe out. Close your mouth. So, sink, elbows, breathe in. Extend to breathe out. Then relax, breathe in. Oh, one thing. At home, when you practice, your speed should different from here. Because everyone, your length of breathing, comfortable breathing length is different. So here, just for interest, I have to just pick one. And so some will say, oh, that's too slow. I needed to do extra. Someone say, oh, that's too fast. I can do double the time. That's fine, but because this is a class. At home, you want to figure out the breathe length, the comfortable breathing length. How do you figure that out? Try to do, like I said, thin, long, relaxed, and smooth. Try longer. But if you try in and out 5 times, after 5 times, you say, too long for you, right? Because that's, so then you can just cut down a little bit. Okay, do this. Oh, no problem. Then try to stretch a little bit. Can I do that? You want as long as possible, but maintain comfortable. Those two things go hand in hand. Don't say, he said that as long as possible. Right? That's not what. As long as possible, maintain comfortable. Everyone can find out your own way. Right? So by get that, and then stretch a little bit. Oh, okay. Then that's it. Because we want to stretch a little bit. So if pick a number. Say if you can do 10 seconds. Comfortably, like I said, try to test 5 times and no problem. Then try to stretch, say 10.5 for that person. And then if you do that 1 week, your 10.5 is your comfortable rate last week. So that's your normal. Meaning 1 week you gain 0.5 second. 2 weeks, 1 second. How many weeks in a year? You gain 20-some seconds. No way. But initially, you definitely can gain very fast. Only up to a certain point, the growth rate will slow down. But it's very, very interesting. In the beginning, you really can, if you try it, you really can gain a lot. You'll feel good. Okay? So here, left, then drop. Oh, we did this, right? So then right, front, twist. That's exhale. Then in, then X. This is going to be a little faster. So when you do that at home, so then X, twist your, then drop, then extend, twist your fist at the end. Okay. The next one, up and down. So up and down, up and down, straight, right? So make sure that your neck is straight when you hit up and down, up and down. Okay. Then bend, turn to the right, breathe out. Relax to the center, breathe in. To the left, breathe out. Relax, breathe in. To the right, out. Center, relax. Left, breathe out. Then center. Okay, the last one. In, then bend. Then X. Then up, in, and out, back, then out. Up, in, without, use your nose, then back, forward, X, in, X, back, forward, bend, try to touch your toes if you can, and up. Okay. Oh, good question. So I see you're leading the question. So there's a couple ways to doing that. So the way that we're trying to do is we try to limit the number of it. So some people will just in and out, in and out. So here, when you go in and out, seems is natural. But when here, then you need a in and out. So just one circle, half of the circle, you need in and out. That's a little strange also. So either way, right? So our style is that, remember I say, exhale, you if you extend or punching, you exhale. So here's the push up to the sky. So beginning, I'm ready to push. I'm exhale. Breathe out all the way. Then breathe in. Relax, totally relax. That's, if you think the breathe in, it's more natural. Does that answer your question? Okay, good. See, so you must have learned before, but so always welcome to have a discussion, and then I can give you the reason, and then we can see which one we would like to do. Yes, good question. Okay, to make sure, so 2 classes is different, right? So how many people already learned Tai Chi? Right? So you learned from Virginia? Okay, so last time. Okay, so this is still a beginner, but it's not the taste of the Tai Chi. So I'm thinking maybe give you a little, how do I say that? The target, the goal, or say I'm trying to see whether we can learn the first section of the traditional long form. Traditional long form has 3 sections. First section is the shortest. So how about watch once? I will do a little faster so you know what's going on and what's the goal. And if you think that's too much, we can always discuss, because I want to give you a stretch goal, and then we can see the whole class and then make a decision. So I will start here, then left, I'll do it a little faster, left block, and then right block, roll back, press, left and right, and then push. Then, actually we up to here, right, last time? No? So then we do single whip diagonally, and then left hand, then white crane separate wings. When you watch, try to watch my waist. And then brush knee, see, all by the waist. And then play pipa. Then we have a repeat. Brush knee left, brush knee right, and the brush knee left, and then play pipa. So repeat, that should be easy. And then embrace the moon, and then strike, then step forward, deflect, and punch. See, all waist. Withdraw, and then push, then carry tiger back to the mountain, cross arm. That's it. Is that? So we have 2 months, right? Almost. Is that?
Yes, you can do it.
Okay. Yeah. So of course, there's different ways there, right? So sometimes we say, okay, just get the frame first, right? So the sequence and the hands, the turning, I'm not quite sure, but that's fine. Get the frame first, and then next time when you review it, then you add the ornaments, just like a Christmas tree. First, it's very important. You put the trees, make sure every side is very straight. Get all the principles, the waist. Remember, I keep saying waist, the waist, right? Get the waist, sink shoulder, sink elbow, relax. Keep your body straight, and that's a relaxed way. And get the Christmas tree. All directions is very straight. Now, you just do decoration. You can do this much decoration. You can do this much decoration. So thinking that way, then you will not feel too much. Okay, let's try. I will ask questions. So if you along and you say, oh, then that's too much. Yeah, we can slow down. Don't have to be hard and concrete to really finish that. But try the stretch goal, like people want to do that, right? Okay, good. So face this way. Oh, this. If we go together, you need practice. If you don't practice at home, no way. That's for sure. No one says, oh, I don't need practice. I just come to here once a class and I can learn that. You can set that goal, but it's not the case, right? So that's very important. In fact, in Taoist, we say that if you set the goal and you figure out the detail, you know the path. We don't check. And believe me or not, if you try, do it daily, you say, already there. You didn't even know you were there, but you need to practice every day. That's the key. Okay? So who wants to say something? shoulder width apart, parallel your feet, right? Keep your body straight, chin in, close your mouth, then your tongue will naturally touch the roof of your mouth, and think as if there's a string, pull your head up. Then you're going to be very straight. The gravity works, right? So your center of gravity goes down. That's the key. And you think you get used to that, you really will feel that, and you're really going to be very, very balanced. Okay, now, so bend your knees, raise your arms, sink your elbows. Now turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right. Like holding a beach ball here. Why beach ball? Big, light, but you need to face the. So someone was doing this, then you don't hold things like this, right? So this face each other. Then you step and shift and turn to the left block. Oh yeah, I know this. Earlier we did it. However, make sure your toe still on the ground. See, this is not stable. This is more stable. Why not? Stable. And then here, I see people was doing this. Don't do that. Remember, straight, as if there's a string, pull your head up. Let the gravity works. Now shift back, turn, shift to the left. Same thing, right? Just like the earlier. However, this right block is different now. See, my left hand follows. Can you see my? See, my left hand follows instead of here. It's not a mirror image of the other left block. So right block. Here, go out, and then flip your palms. And then sink. Then shift back. Shift and turn to the left. Now wrist, touch your wrist. And then shift forward to do a press. Now sink your elbows to open. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Shift all the way back. Now shift forward to do a push. Last time we're up to here, eh? Oh, the press. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, because I have a different class. Okay, so then I need to show you. See, here up the press. Okay, how about from the beginning to here? I'm facing you. So don't copy me. This is really started. There's directions left and right. So try to follow the instruction that I said. Left is your left, right is your right. Okay. Bend knees, raise arms, sink elbows. Turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right. Your right. Turn to the right, like holding a beach ball. Then step, shift and turn. Step your left to do a left block. Now shift back and then turn. Now you step right to do a right block. Left hand follows. Now flip your palm and then sink. Then roll back. Then wrist, touch your wrist. Make sure wrist to touch your wrist. Then shift forward to do a press. Yes, good. I see, shift forward. It's not just hands move forward. Now, we want to open our arm. Open, you can say, okay, I open, it's very relaxed. That's good. But think in this way. Sink your elbow. See, if you sink, see, this will automatically go that way. If you use the way of thinking of your elbows, you're going to automatically open. That's why you will hear that as a sink elbows. Then turn to the left a little bit. Then turn to the right. When I say turn, means turn your waist. Then shift back. Now shift forward to do a push. Okay. Maybe I should show you this sideways. So from the press, say I sink, turn to the left, turn to the right, gradually shifting back. Now shift the last. Now I shift forward to move my right hand forward. Right? So my arm is not by this. It's by this. So think about this. everyone knows that your leg strength is a lot stronger than your arm, right? I think everyone, even those bodybuilders, still, their legs still stronger than their arm. But this push always is just your arm. However, watch this. See do you see this push? That's from my leg. I push you, essentially I'm kicking you. And so we want that. We instantly a lot stronger if we can. How do we do that? Relax from here up. Just like the whip, remember I mentioned? Whip, you go, if you can relax, the strength can definitely go from here, go here, travel to here. If you have any part is tense, the strength will not go. So here is one of the practice. See, notice that I even sink. In the real situation, I grab their belly, and then I go this way. This is really from your leg. Okay, so easy to say, harder to do. So how do we do that? So relax and think. Figure out, from here. So that's this. Okay, then go. Then you can do very slow, gracefully, and very stable, and very powerful. Looks relaxed, but you see the power from here. And make sure that your heel is always on the ground. Right? See here, if I do this, you laugh, you can just easily off-balance me. I myself off-balance myself. So see here, that's another check. Never do this, right? Right, the heel, right, you can see, right? So you don't want to do this. A lot of people, I saw people doing this. That's very dangerous. So you push this, okay? Okay, so front press. So sink elbows to open, turn to the left, turn to the right, shift all the way back. See, I'm relaxed now. And then shift forward, extend to do a push. There's a principle says that. Bend to reserve energy. See, I bend here, I relax here, I bend here. Just essentially like a spring, I press the spring. When you see a big spring got pressed, pushed, what you should do? Don't go to here. It's very dangerous if they, right? So bend, reserve energy. You relax. You stay back. When you're facing people, you relax. You come. You don't want to go out, force against force. You just go in. You reserve the energy. And they feel that, this is very confident because you're ready to do. But usually you don't do that. But see, reserve, think here. And then the more bend, the more reserve, the more you can go out towards this direction, right? So the relax can create force. Relax is not passive. You see, you proactively create that reserve, build a lot of energy here, and ready to go. Very powerful one. Okay, so that's why, see, from here, open, turn your waist to the left, you shift back 1/3. And as you turn to the right, you shift another 1/3. At the end, see, I shift the last 1/3. So I'm totally reserved, totally ready. And then I shift forward, extend, everything extend. Extend this, extend this, extend this. At once, gonna be very powerful, but never locked. Remember? This is it. Yes, only this. Okay, now you saw my arms. Now I'm facing that way, so you can try to follow me. Think more of your waist. So press, sink, elbows to open. Now turn to the left, turn to the right, shift all the way back, then push. Any questions? Facing that way, yes. Directly to the front. Very good. See, direction is very, very important in the form. So later on, you know that, okay, if I'm facing this way, am I facing this way, or am I facing diagonal, or am I facing the left or right? That's very, very important. Yes, this is facing the front. Good. Question? Okay, am I pivoting my feet when I'm doing this? So from the beginning, right, so here, this, once I this, and plant. Once I go this way, right, I'm not moving my feet at all until end of the push. Always have to plant firmly. And in fact, there's a extra writing principle says, use your toes, grab the floor. So that's why traditionally we wear those thin sole shoes, or people say slippers. Actually, that's the Chinese shoes, the cloth shoes, because you can really feel the ground that you grab. You know what's going on. Oh, this is a little not flat. I need to adjust to maintain my balance. Good question. Okay. Any other questions? How about this? I just noticed that I did not mention this. But if you can get it, you can get the same thing. If you can't, that's fine. The frame is turn to the left, shift back a little bit, turn to the right, shift back a little bit, shift back all the way, and then push. How about my hands, my arm, my palm, right? So open like this. As I turn to the left, see my left face down, my right face left. And then when I turn to the right, my right face down, left face right. Then shift all the way back, then push. Why so complicated? The reason is that we try to control the other side. When we, remember I say, we never force against force, but there's a force coming in. So if there's a right, left punch, so I'm going to go left. How do I do that? This one, grab their punch. So if they punch like this, so I grab their punch, and this one to their elbow. So they're gonna they're gonna be in trouble. I neutralize. I not force against force. I follow their path, but they're gonna be in trouble. So, but you need ready like this. See, if you grab their wrist, and this to your elbow, you just do your waist. They didn't even see it. They feel it. Okay, so that's why we say go left, and now the right. That's if they're right punch. Otherwise, it doesn't work. If they're left punch, you do this, it won't work, right? So you need to practice both sides. Now, back, and then push. Yeah. Hopefully this will not confuse you, but get the idea. So once you know what's going on, then it's easier to memorize. Oh, I need to turn, I need to right. This is because of the right punch or left punch, and the hands needs to be this. And my hands needs to be this high. Not this high, not this high, right? So it can help you to memorize and do it accurately. But once you know the application, I don't want you start using force. Oh, he said that this is punch. Let's go this way. No. Never, never, never. Don't do that. That's the least thing I want you see. Think it's a shadow. It's a paper made. Don't break the paper. Okay. Okay. Start from the beginning. Bend. Raise. Sink elbows. Turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right. Now you probably will recite that. It's like holding a beach ball, right? And then step, shift and turn to the left block. Now you know why we shift back? Because I pivot my left foot to 45 degrees. Now I shift to the left. Now I can step, still facing the front, to the right block. Now flip my palms. But notice that the flip is still from my waist. Can you tell? And then shift back and turn to the left. Now you can turn it back, wrist, touch your wrist. Now shift forward to do a press. Sink elbows to open, turn to the left, turn to the right, shift all the way back. Now shift forward to push. And I guess last time I mentioned, but I want to stress that. See from the side, you can see that. See here, my knee is on top of my toes. That's about 70%, 30%. Don't do this. Don't do this. That's too much and gonna hurt your knee. But if I'm doing this, you can tell, is this 60, 40? 60, 40 is not that clear, black and white. But here, you know, this is yang, this is yin. More substantial, yin, substantial. Right? So, see the Tai Chi, we need very clear yin and yang. Why yin and yang? Yin and yang, when you start shifting yin and yang, create force. See here, if I have 50-50, I shift here, I don't have much. But see, if here, this is yang, if I'm starting with yang, going to yin, I have a lot to go. Shifting yin and yang create force. Because I'm here yin, yang, then I can shift, then create force. So you want shifting yin and yang. So always yin and yang, then the start the flow. Whole thing start moving. And you got the internal power, external power, anything's starting. So shifting yin and create force. So you want to be very clear. This is yang, this is yin. Okay, but don't do this. I see still people doing this. I can see a reason. So if I want to reach this, right? I'm here. I cannot reach this. I want to push this. So of course I'm going to do this. No. You don't need that. Because you off balance yourself. Even you push them, you're going to off balance. Step to here. Relative to your body, still exactly the same thing. You only need to do this. So from here, I can't reach. I go this. Immediately you can go there. So don't do this. You off balance yourself first. You are not relaxed. Sink. That's it. This is the limit. This, you need a buffer. Here, if they pull you, you just fly. Right? So that's very, very important. Think your shadow is close here. You control the shadow. Put the shadow here, or hologram, or whatever you see. Yeah, but it's here, not there. So you say, oh, I got it. I touched it. I pushed it. That's it, right? Okay, once more. In order to get it, in order to learn it, in order to memorize it, repeat is very, very important. Try to copy, and when you watch, try to look more waist. See, my movements is always from the waist or weight shifting. There's only 3 ways to move my arm. Turn my waist, or shifting my weight, or both. So see here, this is both. Shift and turn at the same time. This is just shifting. Right? This is turning. Right? Okay, but needs one of those. The arm will not move by itself. So bend, raise, sink elbows. Now turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right, like holding a beach ball on your right. Then you step, shift and turn to the left, block. Shift back, now you know why we do this. Shift it forward, and then step straight to do right block. Now flip, use your waist to flip your palms, and sink, roll back. Wrist, touch your wrist. Now shift forward to move forward. Sink elbows to open. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Shift all the way back. Now shift forward to do the push. Any questions? Okay. Now give you, for those people that learned it before, give you another checkpoint. Remember, straight, that's checkpoint. That's the balance. That's relaxed. Otherwise, you need a muscle here, right? Sink your shoulder, sink your elbows. That's all, check. Now one thing is that, remember I said, move by waist or weight shifting. Watch this. I start moving. This is moving. Once this stopped. So the principle says, one part of your body start moving, whole body moves. One part stop, whole part stop. Everything stopped. A lot of philosophical. No. This is very practical. This is just a whole body movement. But that's just checklist. See, otherwise, if I do this, see, you say shifting, so I'm shifting. And then I do this, very relaxed. That's separate. You see that? So shifting and then go. How about shift together and at the same time? So starting at the same time and at the same time. That checklist, right? So thinking that way, then it's not separate. It's not one part of the other part. So whole, right? Okay. Every posture is like this. Same thing here. See, here I'm going, right? This move from here to here. This shift from here to here. Waist turning from here to here. Start at the same time and at the same time. The tricky part is the distance. Say my arm, my waist, and my steps is a little different. The absolute length is different. But you still need to do it. Start at the same time and at the same time. That's a little hard, but if you keep it in that mind, in your mind, then you should be able to do it by practice. Okay, but without that understanding, you will never do that, right? Okay, once more. So now with that understanding, bend, raise, sink elbows, turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right. Then step, shift and turn. If you can do start at the same time, stop at the same time. Shift and turn, and then shift to the left. Now you'll step to the right, block, facing front. Then flip your palm, and then sink, roll back, wrist, join wrist, shift forward to do a press, and at the same time. Sink elbows to open, turn to the left, turn to the right, then shift all the way back. Now shift forward to do a push, and at the same time. Any questions? Easy, hard? No problem, right? So, okay, I like that. So, this is good. Okay, question? No, okay, press. Okay, when you press, good question. So here, remember block and then flip and then do this. That's a press like this. Wrist to touch your wrist. If you want using the press, the front hand is a relaxed part. The left or the back is the strength. So from here, control by your waist and then go here, acting. So this one is just try there to be relaxed so that the more relaxed, the more sensitive you are. So usually, because there's this, usually this one, if someone try to push you or punch you, so we block like this, then we can feel the center of gravity or where's the direction, and then we start pressing here. So the front is relaxed. The back is the straight to do this. So it's not symmetric. So right is in front, and the left is the strength coming out. So see here, if I'm really doing this, it's from here, not this. It's this to push my right forward. Does that answer your question? Good. Okay. Try once together, then go home practice. Now you need to try hard to memorize it, right? Okay. Bend knees, raise arms. Sink elbows, turn to the left a little bit, then turn to the right, like holding a beach ball. Then step, shift gradually to the left block. Now shift back, turn your left foot. Now shift to the left. You know why we're doing back and forth. Now go to right block. Then flip your palms and sink a little bit, meaning drop, relax more. Now you shift and turn to the left. Then bring wrist, touch your wrist. Then shift forward to do a press. Sink your elbows to open. Now turn to the left a little bit. Turn to the right, shift a little bit. Shift all the way back. Now you can extend, shift forward to do the push. Okay, good. Yeah.